Hi boys and girls, Jenny here with another read aloud. Today's story is titled Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown with pictures by Clement Hurd. So I chose this book to read to you today because I think it's an interesting book, especially the pictures. I always like looking at the illustrations and seeing what things I can see and find. And every time I read this book, I see something new that I didn't notice before. So let's start out by looking at the cover. What do you guys see on the cover? We see some letters where it says Goodnight Moon. Do you see the moon? It's there in the window with some stars. I wonder if this book takes place at night. Let's see. I see a fireplace. There's some things on the mantle, a shelf above the fireplace, and there's a picture on the wall. I wonder if someone's going to be saying good night to the moon or good night to other things. Let's find out. In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of, let's see. Do we see the telephone? Telephone is a really long word for phone. And look, it's there on the table. That's a really old-fashioned telephone. Way back, long time ago, people didn't have cell phones, so they had to use phones that were attached to cords, and that's what some of the phones look like. So we see the telephone, we see the red balloon, and a picture of, I see two pictures. I see a cow, and I see some bears. I wonder which one it's going to be about. Oh, let's look in the window, though. Do we see the moon? Not yet, but it looks like there's a little bunny tucked into bed. Maybe it's the bunny who's going to be saying goodnight to things. Let's see. The cow jumping over the moon, and there were 3 little bears sitting on chairs. Oh, those are the pictures that we saw on the page before. This is a nursery rhyme. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. And there were 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens and a little toy house and a young mouse. Oh, let's see. Do you guys see the kittens? There's the kittens. Let's see if we can see the pair of mittens. Do you see the mittens? Oh, there they are. They're hanging up on the clothesline. I wonder why they're hanging up there. Maybe they were wet and they had to dry. Let's see. Do we see the little toy house? Oh, there it is. And a young mouse. Do you see the young mouse? Little mousey. There's a little mouse there. Let's look in the windows and see if we can see the moon yet. I don't see it there. Oh, look. This book is kind of, you look right in the corner. Just starting to see the moon come up through the window. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush. Mush is a kind of food. It's kind of like oatmeal people like to eat. And a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. Ooh. Did we see those things in that picture? Let's see. Maybe in the next one. Oh, there's the table with the lamp and the comb and the brush and a bowl full of mush. And there's a quiet old lady, and she's saying, hush. Oh, she's a bunny. I wonder who that could be. Maybe the bunny's mom? Maybe grandma? Let's see. It says, good night, moon. Let's see, do we see the moon in the windows? There it is. The moon is coming up. Oh, look at what the kittens are doing. They've got the old lady's yarn It looks like they're playing with it. My cat Lucy would love to get a hold of yarn. Goodnight moon, goodnight cow jumping over the moon. Goodnight light and the red balloon. Goodnight bears and goodnight chairs. Ooh, looks like it's starting to get darker in the bedroom. Let's see if we see the moon. Oh, there it is. Every time we see the moon, we see a little bit more of it. The moon is rising. That means it's getting later at night. Good night, kittens, and good night, mittens. Good night, clocks, and good night, socks. Do we see the clocks? Let's see. We look. Oh. On top of the fireplace mantle. This is called a mantle. This is like the part that goes over a fireplace, and they'll usually have like a little shelf above it, and people like to put things up there. And let's see, goodnight socks. Oh, there's the socks right next to the mittens. Now look at the moon. Ooh, we can see the whole thing, the whole round moon in the window. And it looks like it's even darker in that bunny's bedroom. It must be very late now. Good night, little house, and good night, mouse. Good night, comb, and good night, brush. Oh, if you look really closely, there's letters. It says bunny on the brush. Oh. Kind of see a little bit of the moon in that picture, or that window. Good night, nobody. There's nothing on that page. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Looks like the lamp is off now. And the bunny is sleeping, and the moon is high up in the sky. Good night, Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Looks like everything went to sleep. The lights are all off. The bunny is sleeping. Even the kitties are sleeping in the chair. You see the little mouse? It's looking out the window. And the moon is really high in the sky. The end. Boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed reading this story with me. I always like looking for things in this book. Maybe we'll read it again another time and see if we can find different things in the pages. What do you like to do when you're getting ready for bedtime? What's your bedtime routine? Maybe you like to read stories with grown-ups, or maybe you like to take a nice calm bath, or you have a little snack before bedtime. Tell us about it if you want to. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Until next time, bye.